Hi everyone, it's Nolwenn Petitbois for ColourArte and this new project for in the honor of breast cancer awareness. I'm using a stretch canvas this time, and as you can see, my first layer is different assortment of papers. I have book paper, wrapping paper. This is actually deli paper that I use when I'm cleaning my stencils. So some are acrylic paint, inks, even spray paint. And this is a deep edge for once, and I decided to just use only book paper on the edges. And I'm using a catalyst tool as well as extra heavy gel medium. The extra heavy gel medium because it will be stronger. And just to add some contrast, alcohol inks, it's amazing. I waited for everything to be dry, and now I'm adding some acrylic paint. I chose 3 colors that are not too dark, but at this point it was just 3 colors that I really like them. And I used the cream one, the off-white, at the center because I knew it would be a portrait. And there you can see that on the purple part, the amethyst one, I used the tip of my brush to actually just make some mark. And it was a bit too opaque for me, so with a clean paper towel, just rubbing here and there so I can still see through the paint. My favorite pencil of them all, the Stabilo one. It's a water soluble and I use the black all the time, but it comes in several colors as well. So it's good because as you can see, I made a mistake. I just add a little bit of water, tissue, and it's gone. Better than an eraser to me. And so this is a really meaningful painting to me because I guess as a lot of people now, breast cancer touches my family very closely. And so I wanted something to represent how strong women are even with cancer. And this is the meaning behind that kind of drawing. I wanted to add some grit to the painting so it would be a better ground for the paint and the watercolor later. So I'm using clear gesso. As you can see, it smudged the Stabilo, but that's totally fine. It will be painted over anyway. So I can still perfectly see what's there. So really I didn't care. Using that very, very beautiful Think Pink H2O set, I will use for the hair. I want her to have pink hair because you know that pink is the color of breast cancer awareness. But first I wanted to be sure that we'll see it perfectly true to its color. So I'm using a white acrylic paint just as a base, and you'll see that it covers really beautifully the surface. And I didn't, it's maybe you know me now that I'm not looking for perfection but for meaning and stories to be told through what I do. So it's not perfectly white, and that's totally fine. And I'm scratching with, I think it's a tool for sculpture. I'm not even sure. It's good because the paint I used was heavy body, meaning it was a thick paint. So I'm using the lightest pink first, and this is a gorgeous color. Like gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous color. And just covering the hair. And as you can see, the paint is going where I scratched, and it creates some contrast too. And I wanted to add some green to represent the healing happening. And some contrasting, a deeper pink, more like a fuchsia. And I'm adding water to my paintbrush to make it flow better and make the color blend. I really wanted the pink to show. This is why I'm coming back to the first one. Just adding some details. And activating it with water so it won't smear. And now drying everything. Can you see how the green and the fuchsia blended together to make a pretty purple? Just love it. So now it's just time to bring her to life with acrylic paint. And yes, I got the end wrong. This is why I never do ends, but that's okay, I'll fix it later. Now working on the background with silk acrylic glazes. So if you're not familiar with that range of product, they are glazes, meaning that they're semi-translucent, and they're amazing for layering them together and to create new colors, for example. But they blend amazingly, and they're really smooth and such a joy to play with. So I picked 3 colors because I really wanted her to be the center of attention in the painting, not the background. So, and I'm using the Golden Monarch one around her hair and her face to be like an aura around her. Just going back, playing with these 3 colors. And now I'm using an ink blending tool and Honey Amber just around the edges. Nothing complicated, nothing fancy, and I'm using my finger to help it once it's inside the frame. Yeah, time to fix that end. I know. That's okay. Activating again with water and drying everything. And now I'm using the Lucky Apple Twinkling H2O to draw healing symbol on her throat. Just a reminder. And to bring everything together, I'm adding some